Hello, and welcome to QueBIT's how-to video on how to change the calendar configuration in Workday Adaptive Planning, formerly known as Adaptive Insights. To begin, we'll need to update the role permissions in order to configure the calendar. We'll start by going to the Administration tab and choosing Roles and Permissions. We'll want to edit our administrative role, and then we'll want to check off Configure Calendar and hit Submit. Next, we'll want to come to our Modeling tab and go to our time. First, we'll want to export the calendar in order to have a backup of our current time structure. Next, we'll choose Import Calendar. You'll notice that we have three options: Update, Append, and Reload Entire Structure. Update would be used for when you're trying to change your fiscal calendar. So if you're currently on a calendar year, but you need to update your adaptive instance to have fiscal calendar rollups, you'll want to choose the update. Append is used for when you need to add additional time periods into your adaptive instance. For example, if you currently have only 2021 in your adaptive instance and you need to plan for your budget in 2022, you would choose Append in order to add in your 2022 year. Reload Entire Structure is used for when you need to change the time stratum. Currently, the time stratum is set for the month. If we want to add in our weekly time stratum, we would choose Reload Entire Structure. For this example, we'll be updating the time structure to include weeks. If you need to include days, you can do that as well. First, we'll download the template. In our template, we'll choose the EM locale and enable editing. We'll want to add in our three additional columns that are going to be necessary in order to add the weeks in. And so we just update each column so that we now have the week, the month, the quarter, and the year time stratum included in our upload template. Once we've populated our upload template, we can then go back and load this into Adaptive. We'll choose Reload Entire Structure, and we'll choose our file that we need to upload. Once we click Upload, we'll get notified that if we're making any of these changes, that our data is going to be erased. Only standard data, which includes general ledger accounts and custom and metric accounts, will be deleted. Cube accounts and modeled accounts are not affected. If you're changing the time stratum, you'll want to try to make sure that you change it at the beginning of developing on your instance rather than when you're towards the end of your instance, since you'll have to reload all your data. We'll choose that we understand that this will erase all of our data and click Yes. Once our file has imported, we'll see that our structure has been updated for the weeks. We can come down to our default time stratum and either leave it as weeks, or we can change it back to months if we want our time stratum to be set for the months as a default. And now you have completed configuring the calendar in Workday Adaptive Planning. For further information, you can go to QueBIT.com.